Hey everyone at Limassol Hackerspace. My name is Mitch, and I was asked to do a short video rant about hacking hackerspaces and all these kind of things. So yeah, sorry it's taken me so long to get to you to do this, but hopefully it's not too late. Hope you're all enjoying your space, and I'm just going to answer some questions that people have asked and sort of rant about it. I hope that's okay. First of all, you're at a hackerspace, so what's hacking? Different people call hacking different things and what they do. Some people call hacking. Hacking, as I see it, is seeing the world as full of resources. The world is full of resources, and we can use those resources in any way that we want to. Hopefully in cool ways to make our projects cooler, learning what works well, what doesn't work well, and then sharing it with others. That's hacking as far as I see it, and that's what we do at Hackerspaces. And since everything can become cooler, we can hack anything. And I think we should hack anything and everything, because everything should be made cooler. And if all of us keep doing this, then we improve our lives, we improve the lives of those around us, and we improve our communities and the world. Hacking isn't just about electronics, but it's also about so many other things. It can be anything, because everything can be made cooler, like art or music or our communities, the planet, everything. We really can and should hack everything. And the more people that support each other in doing this, the better our world becomes. And a hackerspace is, kind of a place where we do this. It's a physical place with supportive community for people to explore and do, hopefully, what they really love doing, what they find meaning in doing, what you find meaning in doing, what you think is really way cool. And there are often all sorts of tools at our hackerspaces for supporting the kind of projects that people at the hackerspaces like doing. They're wonderful environments, really, for everyone in the community. Anyone can hack, anyone, and we can do it anywhere, and we can do it anytime. We can do it a lot on our own. We can do tons of cool stuff on our own, but we can do so much more in a supportive community. Hackerspaces often have better tools and more variety of tools than most people can afford on their own at home. So people can do these kind of things at home, and many people do. But the main thing that a hackerspace has over just people doing cool things at home is not just the tools, but a community of people who are enthusiastic about sharing what they know and learning from other people. We can learn and share so much more in a community like a hackerspace. And at hackerspaces, there are so many cool projects. So many projects that would be way unlikely to happen with someone just being at home. Again, we can do way cool things on our own at home, but at hackerspaces, there's so many cool things going on over there and over there and over there, and sewing and electronics and food and whatever is going on over there, and we can see what other people are doing and become inspired by it in ways that just don't happen when we're at home alone or just working with one or two other people on a particular project. The projects become so much better because of the community as well. There's so many diverse people there who just on random chance, you might meet someone who knows exactly what you need to solve a problem, maybe faster and or better, or take you in a slightly different direction or a totally different direction than you may have gone otherwise, that just seems right to you, and you can go with it. These are the kind of things that happen when you're around a diverse crowd of people who are totally into supporting and sharing with one another and learning with one another. One kind of interesting result of this is that, a lot around the world, a lot of startups come from hackerspaces based on these cool projects that people explore and then find a project they really love. And then if people at the hackerspace, the community, are really into it, then you know that, well, maybe you have an opportunity to do something cool. And if you do start a startup with it, you might have more diverse, interesting people to help you with it. And you have a higher degree of success for your startup than would be otherwise. And I think that's just really cool. And the thing is, hackerspaces work everywhere. They work in the United States where I live, they work in Germany where I am at the moment, they work in China where I just was, they work in Cairo where I help people clarify what they want out of their own communities so they could start all sorts of cool hackerspaces there. It seems to be working over where you are in Cyprus as well. That works everywhere. One can always come up with excuses of why something can't work or won't work, but why focus on that? You haven't even tried yet. If you're focusing on what won't work, so you're not even going to bother to try, that doesn't seem way worthwhile to me. I think it's way worth trying. When people come together in community to support each other in hackerspaces, it succeeds. Out of thousands of hackerspaces that exist in the world, hardly any of them have not succeeded. Some have folded, but there's very few. These things really do work because people come together and they want them to work. Everywhere has advantages and disadvantages. The advantages allow overcoming the disadvantages pretty much every time. And everywhere has disadvantages. Like in San Francisco, we have a lot of geeky people, which is a huge advantage, but things are super expensive, which is a huge disadvantage. But there are enough people with enough money so that when we put everyone together, we have enough of cool people to do all the work and enough people to put in the money to pay for the expensive space that we have to rent. So I don't know what things are like there, but think about the advantages and disadvantages and how to make it work for your cool space and your community. It does work. It always does, and it'll work for you too. And the thing is, you're not alone. No hackerspace, people starting hackerspaces are alone. No hackerspace is alone. There's a world of hackerspaces that pretty much all help each other. And that's one of the big reasons why the hackerspaces movement has grown from just a handful back in 2007 when we started Noisebridge to thousands in the world now, because we all help each other whenever it makes sense. There's also hackerspaces.org, which is a great resource, plus the internet in general, and the hackerspaces.org email list is a great place to ask questions. Everyone at a hackerspace, pretty much everyone feels like they're not the cool hacker, that everyone else is really cool and they don't belong. Hackerspaces are full of misfits. I'm a misfit, you're a misfit. We're all misfits. And it's a community of people who really don't belong anywhere else, but we all belong together. And when we come together in community, we make things work. They're full of people of all skill levels, total beginners and people who are experts and anywhere in between. And no matter how little you have something to share with someone else. No matter how much you know, there's things you don't know that you can learn to make your life and your projects cooler. And at hackerspaces, of course, there are people who are sharing all these kind of things, which is one of the reasons why hackerspaces are so cool. People at hackerspaces are teaching and learning and sharing, and this is a big part of what makes our communities so wonderful. All people are welcome to any hackerspace as long as they can both benefit from the community and contribute to it. Everyone's welcome to come check it out. It doesn't mean everyone will like it, but that's up to them. If they contribute to and benefit from the community, they're welcome there and cool stuff happens. And if they continue to like it, hopefully they continue to come. And that's part of what makes all of our communities way better. And as our communities grow, maybe other people are inspired to start other spaces, and we're all helping each other. I would love to see a world full of hackerspaces where as many people as possible have an opportunity to benefit from what all these hackerspaces have to offer. And I'd love to visit your space in Cyprus and see what kind of cool things you're doing. So in the meantime, have a great hacking time and do cool stuff. See ya.